I am cutting off all my hair and I'm donating it to an organization called Wigs for Kids. They give real hair wigs for free to kids going through chemo, kids with alopecia, burn victims, or any medical conditions that prevent them from growing hair.
Well, welcome to an inspirational story about a young man that has helped Wigs for Kids, is helping Wigs for Kids, and he's helping so many people. Alan Thrall, welcome to Wigs for Kids, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
You have cut your long, beautiful blonde locks. It was like 9 years of growing. Why don't you tell us how this all began in your career and what you're doing for Wigs for Kids?
Yeah, so I joined the Marine Corps in 2009. And prior to that, I'd always had short hair. I was an athlete, football player, so I always had short hair under the helmet. And then during my time in the Marine Corps, I had to keep a high and tight and a clean shaven face for 4 years. When I had neared the end of my journey as a Marine, I told a good friend of mine that I wanted 3 things. I wanted a beard, a ponytail, and I wanted to start my own business. And so I did that when I got out. I actually opened my own gym. I slowly but surely grew my hair and my beard, and I actually did not cut or trim my hair and beard until just this year, and chopped it off and donated it.
Wow.
And
9 years, 9 years, right?
9 years.
9 years.
During that time, I had started a YouTube channel. And so the YouTube channel has got a whole bunch of subscribers. There's over 800,000 subscribers. And the hair and the beard for me was a huge part of my identity. I'd be recognized by people out in public. They'd say, "Hey, I watch your YouTube videos," or "Hey, you're that guy," and not even know who I am or who my name is or what my name is.
Your movement to all 3 of those goals that you had, the beard, which was like down to here when the audience sees that, your hair was multiple inches beyond even a 12-inch minimum, and you have a business from going from a career of Marines into weightlifting and helping people get their bodies in shape. Tell us about that business.
Yeah, so I would say, obsessed with strength training when I was in the Marine Corps. I joined the Marine Corps originally because I needed some direction. And once I found direction and I actually had decided that I wanted to do something with my life that involved helping others learn about strength training and get as much satisfaction as strength training that I got. Although I had joined the Marine Corps because I wanted some direction, I grew tired of being told what to do. I wanted to do my own thing. And so that was what motivated me to want to start my own business. The long hair and the long beard kind of went along with that sort of rebel mentality of, I'm going to look how I want to look and do what I want to do. And so, yeah, I just started very small, opened my own gym in 2013, September of 2013, and it's slowly grown from there. And yeah, helped a lot of people along the way. And even beyond just the physical location of the gym, I've been able to help quite a few people online, making videos, and people from all over the world can watch instructional videos about how to lift a barbell or something like that without ever even coming to the gym. And so I've been fortunate enough to have some success there.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, how did you hear about Wigs for Kids? I mean, tell me that story, because I've read everything about you, but I didn't hear that part of the story.
Yeah, so I was told about it by a friend, just casually kind of talking, saying that years ago I had said there'll be one day when I want to cut all of my hair off. I don't know when that day will be, but I know that when I know. So I was just going to kind of wait until I felt that I needed to, it was time to cut the hair. And my hair had been the same length, stopped growing for probably several years. It was at that same length, and I wasn't seeing much progress. And so anyways, remembering my friend had mentioned Wigs for Kids, and I went on Google just to see kind of if it was still around, still a thing and whatnot. Read through the whole site, the mission statement and whatnot. And I said, this would be perfect. And so I had actually called and talked to an employee representative about the whole process, just to get an idea of where the hair is going, what the whole process was like. And I was really pleased to actually be able to talk to someone. I don't remember what the lady's name was, but She was very personable. I could connect right away, and she kind of talked me through the whole process of what you need to do, how you need to send it in, and you can. And I told her I want this to be more than just sending my hair in. I see that you guys offer fundraisers, and so she kind of walked me through that. And it was nice to be able to talk to someone rather than just kind of blindly mail in my hair to a website, essentially. So that was the whole process moving forward.
Well, I'll tell you what, that that blesses my heart, because I know that each one of our staff members, and I know who that was. I'm going to give her the compliment when I see her. But in turn, it's about the experience. Both of the kids that we are going through hair loss, as you can imagine what that is. You've got a 3-year-old. We do as young as 2 years old, all the way up to 18 years old. And to have a good customer experience, to us, that's top on the list, because it doesn't matter who it is. And our team at Wigs for Kids headquarters, I got to tell you, Alan, they are all in. They got excited. They called me. They texted me. It was like this barrage came into me. And that, there's this guy that does exercise. He's got long hair, and he's going to be, he's going to do a fundraiser. They were just like so pumped up. And I said, man, this guy really knows how to pump them up. I said, beyond just the exercise part. In fact, your gym is named Untamed Strength. Where did that come from?
That kind of went along with the whole, getting out of the military, not wanting to be tamed anymore. And I think that the Untamed name also went with the crazy look of the hair and the beard. This guy looks like he's untamed, and his gym's named, Untamed Strength. Yeah. And, I think something else to mention was my hair meant a lot to me. It wasn't just that I was lazy and I didn't want to get a haircut. I had said in the Marine Corps, I want long hair. And so it really meant a lot to me. And not only to mention, also my hair grew along with my gym. I had started growing my hair and my gym at the same time. So there was this sentimental value to my hair. And I definitely got attached to it. And I think once I considered donating it, I thought, man, how cool would it be to cut off my hair that's meant so much to me, and now it's going to go to someone else, and it's going to mean so much to them. And so that motivated me even more and made the transition easier. I don't really like change, so it was a big change for me, but that made it much easier to do, to know that my hair was going to make someone else happy, which was really cool to think about.
And it's so amazing. I don't know if you got the time to see any of our YouTube channel and the storylines of the kids, but Alan, the children that we have been doing for 40 years, because we've been around for 40 years, we celebrate that this year, by the way, the reality of the kid growing up, and you've got a 3-year-old, you know what you're looking at in the next 20 years, you want to grow them in the most powerful way. But when a child gets damaged, and we call it the broken mirror, when that broken mirror gets broken inside of them, I'm sure you could relate to that they really don't see themselves as they could be or they really are. They're seeing this image that's throwing them back, a negative, whether it's cancer, whether it's alopecia, whether it's trichotillomania. And when they get their hairpiece, open the box, and they are going in, you think Christmas 10 times on steroids. It has a connection to our personality, our character, just everything about us. And I don't want to make cosmetic the most important part, but our goal is to make these kids beautiful inside and out. And you have taken a big step to help us do that. But you've not only given your hair, but you also have started a fundraiser. Tell us about the fundraiser that you're running right at the moment.
Yeah, so I thought that I could leverage, or, in a sense, take advantage of all the people who have been following me through this journey. And there are a lot of people who subscribe to my YouTube channel or who follow me on Instagram, follow the gym, Untamed Strength, that have been following, since the beginning. So they've seen my hair grow with me and with the gym. And so I think that getting them involved was kind of a no-brainer. And I had learned about that after speaking, calling on the phone and talking with someone, that, hey, I said that I want to send my hair in, but I want to do something more. Is there any way we can make this some sort of event? And she said, yeah, you could sponsor an event and I'll show you how. And so even if it wasn't a physical event, she said I can do a fundraiser. And so I had just put it out there once I cut my hair that if you guys would like to do this with me, to show some support for Wigs for Kids, you don't have to donate your hair, but you can donate $1, $5, whatever you can. And right when that was posted, the donations kept flooding in, and I would check every once once a day, and just overwhelmed how cool it was that all these people who, who have kind of congregated together for a love of strength training, which in a sense is bettering yourself, that they were all able to pitch in and help someone else out is really cool. I was blown away by the response and still am.
Well, I tell you what, when you work with people, and I'm sure you work with all kinds of athletes, but also the person who's not quite the buff or the natural athlete, I'm sure you get the same kind of feeling that we do in Wigs for Kids, the stylists that work on them, the staff, that you see a weaker person become stronger, more confident. Do you see that difference take place both inside and out when you're working with these kids and adults?
Yes, absolutely. Whether it's a physical change or even a mental change, that they just feel better about themselves. They feel more physically capable, or even something as simple as people being intimidated by the gym. And so, they've come into my gym for the first time and they have a good experience, and they just feel more confident going forward. Even if they don't work with me for a long period of time, they know that they have the confidence to go in the gym and exercise and have an idea of what they're doing. So physical changes, mental changes, confidence that comes along with, strength training is huge. So yeah, there's definitely a parallel there.
Oh, that is amazing. Well, you have been you are a blessing to us. You have been a blessing to the kids that are going to be sharing your hair in that hair system that they receive. And I'd like to be able to come back after your event and whenever you end the goal, and maybe introduce you to one of the kids that have made the transition from no hair to hair, and let you talk with them. Would you be up for that kind of additional interview?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I had asked that, hey, where's this hair going to go? And they had mentioned that it takes, up to 20 ponytails, depending on the size, to make one. But just for sake of the family's privacy, it's not, told exactly where this hair goes and whatnot. And so, which I totally understood. But to actually talk to one of the kids would be great. That'd be awesome.
Well, I've got 3 in mind that you will impress them because they're into being in good shape, and
Oh,
there's
cool.
some younger and older. I'll make those arrangements through our staff and our team. I just want to tell our listening audience, down below you can find the Untamed Strength. Is that the name of the gym?
Yep.
And the YouTube and the Instagram and all of his contacts. Be a participant with him in his goal and help make children look beautiful inside and out, that we do every day in Wigs for Kids all through the United States, absolutely for free. They pay nothing for all the wigs and the hair pieces and the systems that they get, including the products and the compassion and coaching they get as well. Alan, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have been just a real stimulant to our whole staff, our team, and you are what you are. I can tell it right from the moment I read about you, but now to get to meet you, this has been a real pleasure and a blessing. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Jeffrey. It's my pleasure, and thank you for what you guys do. Just obviously wouldn't have been possible without you guys, so thank you.
Thank you. Keep making strong men and women and kids.
Will do. Yep, will do.
All right. Thanks, Alan. Take care.